Hey Froggy friends, Kirostyle here. Welcome to a year in review 2022. It's been 2 years since I've been making videos on YouTube, which is kind of insane to think about. And it's been about 1.5 years since I started streaming regularly on Twitch. So it's been the first full 12 months from January to December that I've consistently been streaming on Twitch, which is kind of exciting. Let's look back on the year and see all the games that we played, the memories we made, and the things that we accomplished. And I put together a slideshow because I'm too lazy to do an actual edited video here, but hope this will suffice. So we played a lot of games this year. Last year, my original goal was I want to do 12 months, 12 games. So each month we picked one game that we do a full playthrough of. But this year, I decided not to limit myself. So we sometimes covered more than one game in a month, or one game and a half during a month, and then would finish the half during the next month, and then continue with the next game. It was kind of nice. I went through a lot of different games this year. I think some of my favorites this year, standouts, I really like 13 Sentinels. I think that was a really interesting game. I wasn't really expecting it to have such an interesting storyline. I picked out that game because it was my 13th month of making videos as well, so it was very fitting. I enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's nice that I finally got a chance to go around to playing it. I'm looking forward to the next installment, although I can't play the Intergrade right now because I don't have a PS5. Xenoblade 3 was also a really good game, and I'm really glad I took the time to go through the Xenoblade games leading up to it. A lot of people who found my channel during this time thought that I was a Xenoblade streamer exclusively because I was streaming so much Xenoblade this year. Same with Star Ocean. I found out Star Ocean 6 was coming out rather late, and I was like, oh no, I should get through the other Star Ocean games if I'm going to stream Star Ocean 6 just so people are familiar with it. So we went back through Star Ocean 3, 4, and 5, all of which I played before, and 6 was good. It didn't blow me away, but it was a good game. It was fair. We diversified a little bit too. You guys know me as an RPG or JRPG streamer, but we started doing some more visual novel games, like The Somnium Files 2, 999, Umineko, Blaze Blue, which is a fighting game, but with a visual novel story mode. It was nice, because even though I like JRPGs a lot, they're not the only type of games that I like. So even though I'm specializing in those games, there's a lot of other games I'd like to stream, and it was nice to branch out and try different things and mix it up a little bit. So you can see here, I've marked down all the games that are new releases with the little yellow stars. We played quite a handful of new releases, and there's a lot of new releases coming up in this upcoming year that I'm excited to play as well. And we started doing some collaborations. So here we did I'm on Observation Duty 5. We played through that whole game as a collaboration. We did Plate Up as part of our Thankmas charity stream. I'll talk more about collabs on the next couple slides, because there's actually more collabs that we played this year that aren't mentioned here. I just wanted to highlight these particular ones because they were some of my favorites, I think. So, I really wanted to do collabs because they're always fun. Meet new people, play games with them, have someone else to bounce ideas off of. So I didn't really get into doing them until well more than halfway through the year. I'm a bit, shy to ask other people to do it because I'm not always sure if they want to do it. Sometimes, you talk to someone and you're like, oh, we want to do something, but we don't know when our schedules match up or which games we want to play when. So it was kind of nice to be able to do that. Here, I'll hide my model because I know I'm blocking some of them. So not all of these I posted on YouTube, but some of them I did. Now, The Great Ace Attorney, which is one of the first games that I streamed last year on my channel, I played them this year on my friend Drago or Euro Unit B's channel, and it was really fun. We spent a lot of time just voicing different characters, having fun with it, ad-libbing some lines. It was a good experience. It was really, really fun, and I really enjoyed doing that. Fall Guys in September with Kite Hasegawa, and we wanted to do a collab for a while, and I was very honored when Kite asked if I wanted to play a game with him. And it was really fun because Fall Guys, you get to play with some of the chat, run around, and he's just a really nice guy. He's a really fun, cool, chill streamer, and I was very honored to be on stream with him. For the month of October, I want to do a scary game collab, so I asked my friend Euro, who's also one of my mods, to play I'm on Observation Duty 5, and it was a fun game. It was one of those games where it's a horror game, but it's also a different type of horror. It's not outwardly scary, but it's kind of fun to play with someone else because playing by yourself is a bit boring. So that was really nice. And we also played The Escapists 2 in October with my awesome friend Boxkoi, who's an amazing artist and streamer. and they asked me if I want to collaborate with them and play with some of their friends. So I met Capius Bara and Hey Lean, who are also really awesome people, and that was a fun game. I'd never played The Escapist 2 before. I've seen other people play it before, but I had never played it. It's kind of hard if you don't really know what you're doing, but it's fun with a group of other people. And then in November, my friend Pocket Lay was super amazing and created a shared Minecraft multiplayer server with a bunch of us, and we had a lot of fun with it. Now, I'm not a big Minecrafter. I like Minecraft, but I usually prefer just playing it in creative mode where you just make things for fun. So it's kind of weird for me to do like a survival server, and especially it was like on hard mode, and it was fun. It was nice, and I got to meet a lot of other cool people, mutual friends with other friends on that server. I only streamed it like once because like I'm not really good at Minecraft, and I'm not very good at playing it while also interacting with the chat, because either I get too focused on building things and then I forget to interact with the chat, and I'm also constantly like looking things up, like recipes and like where to find things, because I'm not really super familiar with Minecraft. So it was a lot of fun. I'm really glad I got the opportunity. I got to meet a lot of people. And then in December, my friend Nari had her birthday party and invited a bunch of us to play some games. So we played Gartic Phone, Goose Goose Duck, and Crab Game. That was really fun. I also got to meet a lot of really cool people from that, so I'm very grateful for that opportunity. Then in December, we played Played Up with the amazing Lily for our charity stream. And Played Up is a game that, it's kind of like Overcooked, if you know what Overcooked is. It was so much fun. I had so much fun on that stream. And Lily just made it all the more exciting, because it's not really a game you want to just play by yourself. It's fun to play with other people, and I'd been eyeing it for a while, and I didn't really have anyone to play it with, so I'm really grateful that she offered to play it with me. It was really, really fun, and like that charity stream, which I'll talk about later in this video, was such a rousing success. I was just so blown away by you guys and your generosity, so thank you. And I included this one too, but today's January 1st, and we're actually, to break in the new year, we're playing Jackbox games with some friends. I'm actually organizing it. It's my first time like kind of spearheading the collab. Well, I guess Played Up, I kind of organized that one too, but it's my first time kind of organizing a group thing on stream. So it's kind of nice. I got Cassie, Lily, Lay, and Drago together. We're going to play Jackbox games tonight. So if you're watching this video today, maybe you want to stop by stream and join us, because you can join in the audience. It'll be a lot of fun. And I've known these friends for a long time, and we just haven't had an opportunity to play together in a while, so I'm really looking forward to that. Jackbox is always fun. Now, important events for this year, big events that happened this year. I guess first of all, in February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, I had my Final Fantasy XIV Eternal Bond. And if you don't know what that is, it's like, basically it's a wedding. It's a wedding in the MMORPG game Final Fantasy XIV, which is an amazing game. If you haven't played it, I do highly recommend Final Fantasy XIV. Even though I don't stream it, it is one of my favorite games. So my character, Yeshentia, got bonded, or basically married, to Noah Halato, who is the character that belongs to Yuro, who, again, one of my best friends, one of my mods. And, you know, we had been sitting on this opportunity for like 4 or 5 years back in like Stormblood, which is one of the previous expansions. We bought our wedding rings and we wanted to have this wedding, but a lot of our friends had stopped playing the game or were unsubscribed at the time, just as we were about to plan it. So we wanted everyone to be able to come and attend. So we said, well, we'll hold it off until people come back. And that didn't really happen until this year. A lot of people came back because Endwalker, the most recent expansion, came out just at the end of last year. So a lot of our friends were back in the game. If we just thought now's a good opportunity to finally get everyone together and just come together for this, wedding ceremony. And it was really fun. It was nice to see a lot of familiar faces again and get everyone together in one virtual room. So, and this art is done by Lily, who is amazing, also longtime friend of ours, and she just did such a good job portraying our characters. They look so happy, and I'm just so honored. And it was just so much fun. It was so much fun. And my debut in March, when I first revealed my new VTubing model, because before this I was using like a simple kind of stickman looking model, and I planned my VTuber debut to be on March 30th because that's my birthday, so it was kind of like a special day for me. The model art is done by Para, and it was rigged by Dan, who's amazing. The artwork here on this slide is by Haruto, who's also really, really cool. It was a really big event for me. Like, I originally didn't plan to do like a huge debut thing. I thought I'd just like show up one day with a new model. But then I was like, well, like if I'm gonna put all this work into it, right? I was gonna like show off my new model. I was gonna talk about myself. I was gonna introduce myself, go through a bunch of things. I got overlays. I got a bunch of assets made, and I was like, well, I might as well do this debut thing. I think debuts are a little bit overrated, but I just thought it was like a fitting time. So I was like, well, what the hey, let's do a debut. And I've been planning it for like 5 or 6 months. Like not like actively planning the whole debut thing, but just like planning out my model and my design. If you guys watch my debut vlog, which is still on, or VOD, which is still on my YouTube channel, of course, I'll talk a lot about like all the people that helped me along the way, all the things I had to prepare, all the ideas that went into my design, and like what I wanted to accomplish with my design and how I wanted it to represent me. It was a lot of planning and a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. And when I started off my debut, I started off by putting out this like 2-minute like teaser video with like clips from my channel and dialogue and artwork, and it was a challenge because I'd never really done like a huge video editing thing before. I've done like simple video editing, but it was my first time doing like something a little bit more advanced, and it was stressful, and mostly because well, like I'll share the story like, but I'll keep it a little bit vague because I don't want to give too much away, and I want to be very clear that this is not I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. It's no one's fault. It was just a bunch of unfortunate circumstances. But basically, you know, even though I've been planning this thing for like 5 or 6 months, I actually, a lot of it came together in the last month. Like my model art came together very late. Like I got like all the finalized art very late, and then Dan was super amazing and did like the rigging really, really fast, which I'm super grateful because I only just met Dan this year. So it was really, really nice to see someone so supportive and someone who was able to step up and be like, yeah, I could do this in a short amount of time, which was really great. It was really stressful because like I wanted, you know, to have all this art for the debut slides, and I wanted to use my model to record my like 2-minute intro and make it fancy and then edit it. And I actually didn't get my completed model with the rigging until the morning of the debut. Like March 30th in the morning, I got it. And then I was like, okay, I got to slap together, because I made the majority of the video, because a lot of the video was just clips and art, but I wanted a couple parts of the video to be my model in movement. So then like I had like a preliminary model from earlier that month, but it didn't have all the features on it, so I couldn't quite use it for that purpose. And so I was like, that entire day was just me finishing the editing, processing the video, adding things together, like finalizing some of the slides. A lot of the artists that I worked with were really amazing and were able to turn around the artwork really quickly, because I'd only gotten the finalized design like a month or just over a month before the debut. So I didn't have much time to find artists either. So I was very, very fortunate. And again, like this isn't really anyone's fault, because like I was planning all of this ahead of time too, but like there were just so many things that were just out of our control that happened that delayed a bunch of things that kind of, you know, kind of like had a chain reaction down the line. So it wasn't anyone's fault, and everything worked out fine in the end. But man, it was like very stressful for me. I'm really glad I took that day off work. Otherwise, I would not have been able to get a lot of that stuff done. Like I was still editing videos and like processing them and posting things and slapping stuff together just like an hour or two before like the entire stream started. So I was very nervous, and I was so happy that a lot of my friends turned out for it, or brought their friends, or rated me with their audience to kind of show their support, and retweeted my tweets to spread the word. So I'm just so grateful for everyone showing all their support and turning out for little old me who doesn't quite deserve it. So it was a really big deal. It turned out to be a much bigger event than I had anticipated, but I felt really proud with it at the end too. So that was a big thing. The summer was pretty eventful. In July, I got my eye surgery, which I talk about in another video. I go over like the process and the aftermath and like the slight complication, but it was a big deal for me, like life-changing, because like I've said before, I had really, really high prescription. Like it was like a high prescription mixed with high astigmatism, which made it even worse. And I don't like how I look with glasses. So I usually wore contact lenses, but because my prescription was so high, I had to wear like rigid contact lenses, or what they call like hard contact lenses, which are very uncomfortable compared to most people wearing soft contact lenses. So at the end of every day after work, my eyes would always be so tired. And I feel like I get tired more easily when I was wearing my contacts, but I didn't like leaving the house without them because I don't like how I look with glasses. Not to mention, because of my high prescription, my glasses are also very thick, so it wasn't even a matter of like picking the right glasses frame shape or whatever. It's just the glasses themselves just were ugly. So ever since I got my eye surgery, it's been like life-changing, because now like it's so weird to just wake up in the morning and just be able to see, and just be able to like hop in the shower and then hop out of the shower and just get dressed and head out for the day without having to spend a bunch of time poking my eyes or moisturizing them. And then at the end of every day when I come back from work, my eyes don't feel like tired. I don't feel like I'm needing an immediate like cat nap when I get home all the time. So it's just been such a big life-altering event, the eye surgery. If you have a high prescription and you're contemplating whether you should get eye surgery, I would recommend it if you have the funds for doing that. If you don't really mind wearing glasses, or if you have a light prescription, it's up to you. I think that's perfectly fine. But if you have a high prescription, you will see the huge difference. At the end of August, I also got a new PC. Like my previous PC was like, I like to think it was pretty good. It was more geared towards like doing artwork than it was processing videos and playing games. And of course, videos and games takes up so much extra. And so once I got my new PC, suddenly it opened up a bunch of extra doors for me. Suddenly I could stream PC games. Suddenly I could have more programs running in the background and do like the throwing system in my streams. I could have other things going on at the same time. I think it would make collabing easier, because then I didn't have to worry about, Discord or something else slowing down the computer with something else happening as well. So it was a big step for me too, because I'd never like bought like a custom PC before. I didn't really know a lot of like PC parts or terminology, so a lot of friends helped me with picking out like the parts and the website, and that was really, really good. And I'm really glad I went through with that, even though of course it was expensive. I think it was worth it. And then I didn't really talk about this too much, but in September I kind of got a promotion in my day job. It's not exactly a promotion. The word promotion is not exactly correct, but I think it's the best word to use for you to understand it when I just say it without having to explain. But basically, I got kind of a promotion that makes it so that my job, things are going easier, things are a little bit more stable, and I have more like flexibility. So that was, again, a lot of things happened this year in my real life that seemed to make things a lot easier, that played into making it easier for me to stream as well too. And Thankmas stream. On December 9th and 10th, we did our Thankmas stream. So Thankmas is an annual charity event done by streamers and content creators all around the world. This year, the charity was World Central Kitchen. Last year, we did Thankmas. We raised like $275, which was great. And I was really proud of that. So this year, I was aiming for $500. And I did 3 Thankmas streams instead of just 2. Last year, I did 2. And this year, I did 3. And I was aiming for about 500. I thought that was reasonable. I put stretch goals all the way up to 1,000 just in case. And you guys nailed it. You blew it out of the water. You guys quickly hit $1,000, which was already like mind-blowing. And then I was doing the third stream with Lily, who is pictured here. An amazing friend, amazing artist, amazing streamer. Really fun, really nice person. And we were playing Played Up. And Lily said, you know what, if you hit 2,000, well, actually first, Lily said, if you hit 1,500, I'll make a stretch goal. And she's going to make a dojin of me without my input. and you guys ate it up. Suddenly we had $1,500, and Lily said she would push it to 2,000 and add extra pages. And lo and behold, you guys blew it out of the water and we reached $2,000. So like, the Thankmas stream, I was already feeling very successful when we hit like 500, but when we hit the 1,000, the 1,500, the 2,000, I was like, this is unreal. And it's in large part thanks to Lily. In fact, almost all, I think, can be credited to Lily for helping us push those extra dollars. You guys are really looking forward to that Tojin by her, I guess. And, I don't blame you. Lily's art is amazing. And she promised she would not let me have input on it. So whatever comes out of it will be a surprise. But I probably won't be showing it on YouTube, but we'll have some redeems and stuff, maybe on Twitch or on Twitter in regards to that. But keep your eyes out. I am going to get through all those stretch goals and goals that we set, the incentives. I'm slowly getting through them. Some of them are taking more time than others, but don't you worry. I've not forgotten. I will be getting through them throughout the next couple of months. But thank you so much for your generosity, and thank you for your support on the Thankmas stream. I think next year, or this year, when we do it again in December, it'll be tough to beat that goal. I think maybe I'll aim for like 1,000 this time instead of 500, but I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to hit the 2,000 again that soon, but it was very, very humbling to me to see that. So thank you everyone. 2022 statistics. These are kind of fun to look up. In fact, some of them were hard to look up too, because last year when Twitch released their like rewind or uncap or whatever, they showed a lot of statistics, like how many hours you streamed and how many streams you did. This year they took away some of that. Like they still showed the number of streams, but they didn't show like the number of hours and stuff like that too. So that was kind of unexpected. So I had to look up like a third-party site that like compiles Twitch and YouTube statistics. Like even YouTube, in the past, if you searched your channel on YouTube, it would give you the channel name, it would tell you the number of subscribers and the number of videos that you put out. But for some reason, they got rid of the line that tells you how many videos you've put, which I think is kind of silly, because like, why would you hide that? So I actually had to look it up, because like, how many videos did I make? And luckily, the third-party site was nice because you could sort it by year. So I was able to like segregate out this year and like see how much exactly I did this year. So this year we did 194 Twitch streams, which is insane. I think I could have done more. I didn't really pick it up until halfway through the year. I also didn't do as many in January and February, March leading up to my debut, because March I didn't do that much because I was getting ready for my debut, and then January and February I was still doing my 1 game a month rule. So once I finished those games, I took a break for the rest of the month. So I think I could beat 194 Twitch streams this year, but I'm not sure if I want to, because I kind of want to dedicate more time to drawing and getting back into art. So maybe I won't. We'll see. I mean, it's just a number, but it's just kind of neat to see, especially since last year I only started Twitch streaming like halfway through the year. So this is my first time actually seeing this. According to Twitch, I've also streamed 753 hours, which is insane. That's so much. That's so much. Each of my streams is usually about 4 hours long, give or take. But some of them go longer and some of them goes a little shorter. But I spent a lot of time on Twitch. And like honestly, it doesn't really feel like a chore to me. It's just fun. It's just fun talking to you guys and playing games, even if it's games I've played before. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming by and watching. Again, for the Thankmas stream, we raised $2,010. Again, super impressed, super amazed by your generosity. So you guys are awesome. I can't take all the credit for that because it was all you guys. On YouTube, I uploaded 215 YouTube videos this year. Most of them are just my Twitch VODs ported over, but some of them are edited a little bit, or some of them I took the games and I split some of the VODs into multiple videos to make it easier to follow. So I'm pretty happy with that too. I pride myself on being good at keeping up with my VODs and doing like full Let's Plays on Twitch and then porting them over onto YouTube and making sure that they still make sense, even though you can't like read the chat during those videos and stuff, because I don't put the chat on the screen. So I'm pretty happy with that too. But it sounds like so much more when you put it that way. 215, dang. I also hit 5,000 followers on Twitter. Like, I usually don't like to keep track of like followers and views and subs and what that. I don't think it's that important or conducive. I don't want to be one of those people that just concentrate on numbers, but like, I just want to say, like, thank you so much for enjoying my content. Actually, I hit 5,000 followers today, January 1st, 2023. Only like a week or a week and a half ago, I was sitting at 4,000 followers, and then it jumped up to 5,000. And it circulated because I made a new pinned tweet with links to all my social media and a couple pieces of artwork, and I guess those just got retweeted by the right people, and a lot of people saw them, and it attracted a lot more attention than I was expecting. So thank you so much. Like I hit 3,000 followers in like August or something like that, and I think I hit 2,000 in May. I started this year off with about 1,700. So again, I'm just so blown back. Like I wasn't really like trying to push for getting extra followers or anything like that on Twitter, but Twitter is my main social media right now. And of course, we had that Twitter scare this year when we all thought that Twitter was going down. And I only know these numbers because I went back and looked them up on the social media tracker sites because I was kind of curious as well while I was looking at my Twitch and YouTube stuff. So again, like I don't want to like play the numbers game or something like that, but I want to thank everyone for following and paying attention to me. Like I know a lot of those followers might be bots, right? But I can't. I'm not gonna go through and sort them out. So let's just pretend they're all people. So goals for 2023, and like I kind of wanted to keep these goals at least here on stream or on video a little bit more vague because I don't want to hold myself to like a specific number. I think I have numbers in my head or what I kind of want to aim to, but I guess I'll keep that to myself. I think first things first, I want to get back into drawing. I keep saying that every single year, and I never do it, or I only do it a little bit. I really want to get back into drawing. Like I want to make like one piece that is like fully lined and colored, something that I might be proud of every couple of months or something like that. I think that sounds doable. So I might cut back on the streaming a little bit just so I have a couple extra days a week to work on that. I'm a really slow artist, and when I get in the mood, like I really need to like time to get in the mood, and then when I get in the mood I need a long stretch of time to do it. I can't just do a little bit here and there. So we'll see how it goes with that. I really like I've always had an interest in art. You guys know that when I talk about my like original characters and all that stuff too. So I want to get back into it, and the problem is I've just been so rusty and it's taken me so long. So I think I just need to go back to the basics and just start off like with very basic stuff and practice instead of trying to pick up where I left off. I want to meet more people. I want to collab more. The collabs are really fun, and I've met a lot of people that are amazing, and I would like to contact more of them and do things together. It doesn't even have to be on stream. I just want to do things with other people. Being social is one of the joys and the fun of doing these kinds of things. Mix up the content. I want to do a little bit more this year. Like, I'm not really sure exactly what this means. Like, I kind of thought to myself, like, do I want to try doing like song covers, even though I can't sing? And I guess like maybe I want to stream art, but like right now I'm not confident enough, and I also don't have the discipline to do that because I'm constantly distracted when I'm doing art. But maybe I want to build up the confidence so I can do that stuff as well. Or I've already kind of started mixing up things just in the type of games I've been playing. There's more mix-ups I want to do with different genres of games. Coming up, I want to do a couple horror games this year. Like I like horror games. It's just not something I usually stream. So maybe we'll try some of that. I want to mix up my content and diversify. I also want to do like maybe more like maybe non-let's play type of things on YouTube and see how they go. But I don't know. Maybe let me know in the comments if there's something you guys want to see or if you have any ideas. I also want to learn more video editing. I had a lot of fun making my like 2-minute, 3-minute intro for my debut thing. It was a lot of work though, and I was working with like limited tools and limited time, limited experience. I want to do more of that. Video editing does take a lot of time though, so and some of those things are coming out of the incentives from the Thankmas stream I want to do. So look forward to that. I want to try it and at least get better at it, at least. I want to add it to my list of skills. Like I can say I can do video editing now, but like I want to be able to confidently say that I could do video editing now as well. I want to give some special thanks to some people, and like there's so many people I can thank that unfortunately I won't be able to fit them all here, but I think these are the ones that I really, really, really want to get out. First of all, thank you so much to my mods, Euro and Snow-Haired Floof, otherwise known as Yule. Thank you so much for sticking by with me, coming to my streams, and just generally being like amazing people. These are like two of my best friends, and they're always so supportive of me, and I just really want to thank them. I want to thank Para, my model artist, and Dan, my model rigger, for getting everything done, not just for my debut, but like even after my debut, I was still adding and changing things to my model a little bit here and there. Like they did a really good job with this the stretch animation. Oops, I didn't mean to start a timer. I forgot that my keyboard shortcut for doing the the stretch animation is linked to something else on this program. But they did an amazing job. I really wanted the stretch animation, and I wasn't sure if it was doable. And I was like, "Can we do this?" And they were like, "Yeah." And we also did things like we've adjusted Kirby's blinking, so now Kirby blinks, and we've adjusted his blinking a couple times, and I think I'm finally happy with how this one looks. And thank you so much, especially to Dan, for doing all that stuff and listening to all my demands and all that stuff too. I really appreciate it. We got a new logo and subscriber badges this year. Thank you so much to JJJNR underscore. Thank you so much. I really like my new logo and I like the subscriber badges. They're so fun and they just adds that extra little bit of personality to my channel, and I really, really like that. So thank you. Hisk for the music I play before stream and after stream. I love the custom music I use for Kiro. I consider it like Kiro's musical theme, and I use it, of course, in like my YouTube videos and like my Twitch streams and everywhere. So thank you so much. And I know we did a few different iterations of the music as well. So I really want to thank Hisk for working with me there on that stuff too. I also want to thank Nathaniel, one of my other friends, for, well, first of all, being an amazing supportive friend that I've known for many years, but also like he's such a positive person. He's like, I've never met someone so kind and positive all the time like Nathaniel. And so Nathaniel offered to help me out and make these, like when I said I want to do the throwing system as redeems, you know, those like frogs that hit me on the stream when you redeem something. Nathaniel here is the one who made those, and he was super enthusiastic about it because I was like, you know, it'd be fun if I had like some 3D models to throw at me, like low poly models. And Nate was like, oh, I'm really good at, you know, making low poly models and I love doing it. It's really fun. And I was like, sure, like, you know, all I want is maybe a couple frogs, maybe like a dumbbell and a lily pad. And he just blew it out of the water. He made like 12 different frogs, all different like color patterns. And then we have like the lily pads and we have the dumbbells. More items are coming in the future, like water bottles and other things too. So, and like he offered to do it all for free. And I'm like, no, please, you know, take some compensation for this. Again, such a nice, positive person. So please go check him out. He's an amazing artist as well, both 3D and like 2D and like animation stuff too. So I do recommend go checking him out. That's his Twitter handle there if you want to check him out. And he's usually open for commissions. So little plug there for you because he's just amazing. And I want to thank you. Thank you so much for watching the videos. Thank you so much for, you know, looking at my tweets, coming by the streams. There's just so many people that I could thank, and I think it'd be unfair of me to single out a couple of you and thank you because I feel like I'm just gonna forget someone. It's just inevitable, and it like there's so many of you I want to thank, and I'm just so humbled by all the people that show their support and come out and share their kindness and generosity with me, especially like for the Thankmas stream as well. So thank you so much, and looking forward to another great year. Let me know if there's something that you want to see in the next upcoming year, if you have any New Year's resolutions, or maybe what your favorite moment of 2022 was, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care and have a great new year. Bye-bye.